Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for yet another match of Super Rugby Pacific. This one, Chiefs taking on the Brumbies. I think this is the game of the weekend that everyone was looking forward to. Hopefully, it is going to be an awesome fixture. It's at FMG Stadium, so a home ground advantage for the Chiefs in this game. But we will look through at their starting lines. We've got Justin, we have got Reed, Johnny, and Katie all in the chat. Hope you guys are all doing well. But looking through at the starting lineup, first of all, for the home side here, the Chiefs. They are going to be as follows: Aidan Ross, Simasoni Takiaho, and then Angus Ta'aval as the front row. Then Josh Lord and Tupavai there as the 4-5. So two young locks for the Chiefs in this game. Then Luke Jacobson, Sam Kane, and Peter Gus. So a very strong loose forward trio for this matchup for the home side. Now Cortez Aratama does slot in at number 9. No Brad Weber for this game. Then Bryn Gatlin at number 10. Still no signs of Josh Ioane. I don't believe he's too far off, though, being able to come back in. Quintupaya there at 12, Alex Nankabel at 13, then at Tino Nana Satoro at number 11, Jonah Lowe at 14, who is in some very good form as of late, and then Caleb Trask does slot in as the number 15 for this matchup for the Chiefs. But now looking through at the away sides, the Brumbies, James Slipper, Falau Whainga'a, and Sefu Kautai there as the front row, Darcy Swain and Kadrian Neville. So once again, another couple young locks for the Brumbies here. Rob Ballatini, Jerome Brown, Pete Samu in form, and I'm looking forward to seeing loose forward trio both battling. I think Stacey Ely deserves a better team than the Rebels. What do you think, Amish? Says Max Goldall. I mean, he's a very good player, but I think if you asked him whether or not he would ditch his team, he would probably end up saying, no, I'm sticking with the Rebels, see whether or not we can turn it around. And the Rebels, they're only just outside of the top 8 currently, so hopefully it does keep on improving for them in this season. Then also we have got there, get the win for your new baby boy Kane, and the mighty Chief says Nov Mum, and also Justin. But now looking through at the back line, Nick White, Noel Alessio there as a 19. Then it is Ire Simoni and Len Ikatel starting at as 12 and 13. Tom Roy, Andy Muirhead, and Tom Banks as the back three. We have got Hamish. How are you, mate? He's tracking down under. Doing very well, thank you, mate. And hope you are also doing very well. Out of all of the games, rugby and rugby league, which game is the one that you are looking forward to the most over the weekend? Trucking down under. Do let me know. I think a lot of people have said this game, the Chiefs and the Brumbies playing off, and also Hurricanes versus Fiji and Drua for the rugby union side of things. Should be a great game as well. And also we have got their Brumbies to win, I reckon. Says Max Goddard. They are actually underdogs going into this game, but they have got a lot of potential. They were showing highlights from 9 years ago when these two sides were playing off in a final. And in that final, it was actually the Chiefs who were able to sneak it in the end. They did actually show Christian Liliafano was playing. He was recently able to bring up his 1,000th point in Super Rugby. Looking through at the benches for this matchup, Rami Kapoya be one to watch out for in the later stages. Same with Xavier Rowe and Amoni Narawa. And then I think Ryan Lonergan adding a little bit more of an injection of that kind of unpredictability at the scrum half role might be not a terrible option. And Alan Alatoa, Scott CEO, a lot of experience there in the proper department. And also we have got I didn't know Sam Kane had a little bambino. And congratulations to him and his family. And baby arrived on Wednesday. Says Nov Mum there. So that is why he was not playing last week for that contest. And also it's going to be a great contest, says M.H. Choi. Certainly is. And I mean, predictions for score. I'm going to write what I think the score at halftime is going to be on this sheet of paper. / it's not actually a sheet. It's like this thingy that I bought for some reason. I don't think it was part of the budget. It was actually very cheap though. So it worked out not too badly. So the Chiefs, they're the home sides at halftime. I'm going to say it will be... Okay, that was terrible writing. 19 points to 15 is what I'm saying. It's going to be a halftime, and hopefully it is going to be a big one. Yeah, I just Googled it. What a sweet announcement. Says Katie Dixon and Chiefs by 14 points and forced to cause an upset later tonight. Probably not, though. Says Max Cotto, and also we have got their Chiefs. Says Trucking Down Under. And I should mention, at halftime, we are going to have the number one cricket commentator. You will know exactly who that is. Trucking Down Under. Me mum will be joining me for that one for the halftime chat of this matchup. So I believe she is watching it currently in the dining room. Dining room sounds like it's where we just eat, but there's also like a TV. And then also we've got the Wes McKenzie says he made sure he is still in Japan at this current point of time, but this game about to be underway. Peter Gasawakula, he will be fired up for this one moment. Hay fever is going to be a little bit annoying, but we will quickly go like this. And that should be the last time for the match, hopefully, fingers crossed. And also, what are you having for dinner, brother? I think I'm having my dinner at midnight, and I'll probably just have like some chips or something. Maybe some chicken. I think chicken and chips is what I have got planned. But now it is going to be kicked off by the Brumbies FMG Stadium. This match now underway, and this game's going to be a massive one for both of these sides, taken nicely by Caleb Trask, the fullback for the Chiefs inside of their own 22 here. They will be looking to just get this one out with a nice clearing kick, and I'm actually looking forward to the cricket streams in summer. And yeah, it says trucking down under. Yeah, there's going to be some good ones coming. Oh, it's a big charge down from Darcy Swain. Got smacked almost in the face with it. But yeah, it's going to be quite exciting to see all of the cricket that we've got coming up. I know that the next big tour is England versus New Zealand, which is going to be a late night one, but it's going to be exciting. Hopefully New Zealand do all right in that one, but we are going to be covering plenty of cricket. The Big Bash, when it does come back, we are going to be covering that on the channel. Also, I have fish and chips. Says Max got on. Also, go Chiefs, go. Awesome Super Rugby Pacific team. And also, we have got there, keep those calories up. You got a big 9 ahead. Let's go, Chiefs. There's Justin here. We have got our 2 matches of Super Rugby to go, and then we've also got 2 more games of the Champions Cup. Then I am sleeping for about 3 hours, waking up, going out for Mother's Day lunch, and then doing the Brumbies versus, or the Hurricanes versus Fiji and Drua game, and then sleeping later in the day, I believe, is approximately what we have got coming up. And the next 24 hours, it's going to be up in the air. It's gone into touch now on the halfway line, and it will be a Brumbies line-out throw. And summer cricket means England. And there's LC Sebastian, and also we've got the Paddy Wagon here. He is not currently by the looks of it. Also, we have got, hey, Hamish, how are you doing today? Doing very well, thank you, mate. And also, hey, well, let's go the mighty Chiefs. So here's Johnny Blaze. What's your score prediction for this one, Johnny? Do let me know. And also, go Chiefs, says JMS. It's going to be taken nicely by the Brumbies. No, in fact, the Chiefs have been able to turn that one over. A nice bit of work in the breakdown. Now Cortez Ratama is going to have this one available just inside of their own half here. The Chiefs off to the big number 8, Peter Gus. So Akula, he's next to Sam Kane in this matchup. And also Luke Jacobson at 6. That's a very strong loose forward trio, I should say. And also we have got there, what a lad, good on you. Roach, I'd love to hear our mothers. And there says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got there yesterday, Ben Stokes hit 161 runs off 88 balls in a county championship. Praise the new captain. And I heard that it was a record of 17 sixes. Something along those lines, wasn't it? And also, again, hello, brother, says Katie Dixon. Also, minus 23-22 to the Brumbies. So here's Max there. But yeah, tomorrow, I think, other than lunch and live stream, I don't think I've got anything planned for the later stages of the afternoon. So more than likely, that's probably when George will come round if he is free. If not, I'll probably end up catching up on sleep. Getting ready to go for next week because we have still got Super Rugby next week. Also, the URC coming back alongside that. And then we've also got the Sevens coming up relatively soon. I'm nervous about this game. Says no, Mum. It was a nice little chip in my eye from Bryn Gatlin initially, we thought, but then it went straight into the hands of Ere Samone. And now it was a good clearing kick. Now, Bryn Gatlin, he's also got a little bit of a patch under the eye. It seems to be all the fly halves currently are quite banged up in the competition. That's bounced on the head of Peter Gus so cool. He didn't even see it. Now it's going to be in the hands of the Chiefs, only a few meters out from the line. Nankerville, backline movement. Jonah Lowe steps on the inside. Just played very nice rugby for the Magpies throughout the Bunnings NBC, who are still hanging on to that Ramfurley shield for a little bit longer. A lot of people felt that Tasman were going to be the side to take it off them, but we're unable to do so. A little bit of push and shove there between 2 players off the ball and force the Highlanders next week. I would say it's a tricky one. Highlanders beating the Reds. I feel like you've got to say the Highlanders have got a decent amount of momentum now in 40-26 in favour of the Chiefs. Says Justin at 17 sixes. Yeah, hit 34 runs in and over 5 sixes and a 4. Jeez, he'll be disappointed about that one that didn't quite make it to the boundary, won't he? And also, we have got that dinner if Damien McKenzie is playing, and he is in Japan. He certainly is. It's going to be the penalty turnover for Quintupai. Nicely done for the Chiefs and Tom Banks. He's recently returned from injury. We've actually only got, I can sadly report, 3 Toms for this matchup for the Brumbies. And it's Tom Banks, Tom Wright, Tom Hooper. No Tom Ross in the kind of prop department as they have got Alan Alatoa back. So it has increased the amount of A's in the team lineup, but not increasing the amount of Toms. It was nicely done from Quintupai, straight over the ball, hands on it. And now the Chiefs, they are going to be seeing whether or not they can get over the try line for the first time in this game. If they start this match well, that will put the Brumbies under that much more pressure. I'm about to sneeze. Really hope I don't, though, but I think it is coming. And also, Chiefs are going to beat the Brumbies. And there says Carlos, nicely taken by, it was Cortez Ratama, now sitting only 30 metres out from the line. Samasoni Takiaho plays halfback off the Ta'aval. Currently, Samasoni Takiaho once again plays halfback. I feel like he's got a future. Oh, no, he has to go over the ruck now, and it is going to be Cortez Ratama instead. who does play a great work there from Valentini, almost able to hold up the Chiefs. But did find the offload. Alex Nankerval now down. The Chiefs phase after phase here. This is about 5 now. Sam Kane, nice pop pass on the inside. After Simasoni Takiaho was wrestled down by Jerome Brown. It's a very similar haircut. That was flat. Very flat pass. And also, we've got if the Brumbies win this will give them confidence going into the GIO Stadium game against the Crusaders. Says Max and also, we have the Chiefs are going to beat the Brumbies. Says Carlos and also go Chiefs. Says Katie Dixon. It seems like the Chiefs have got quite a bit of support for this matchup. The Brumbies, they are doing quite nicely, sitting second on the table. One moment, we will go like this. We are all good. Hay fever sucks. It should almost, I'd like to think we're getting out of the hay fever season and do it for that squishy new baby. Here's Katie Dixon there. It's a nice kick in behind from the Brumbies. Now, awkward bouncing ball for Bryn Gatlin, but Tom Banks was more worried about Josh Lord. So because of it, it does mean that the counter opportunity does link up. It's a knock on from Luke Jacobson. Back to Tom Wright. This will be now the counter for the Brumbies. Tom Wright running sideways. White cut out pass out to Pete Samu. Oh, he's tackled kind of high from Jonah Lowe, but it had to be made, and it's going to be the advantage. Down for the high tackle. Nick White goes short side, and he will be scoring the try for the Brumbies. I think Sam Kane just apologising to Nick White there. He did end up going in there a little bit late. And also, sucks, bro, says Mr. JJ. I do agree. And also, where's your mask, says Johnny Blaze. I mean, I don't think you need a mask for hay fever at this stage. I've had it for about 4 months. So I guess I would be screwed by now if it was anything else. But now it was a good bit of work from the Brumbies. The Brumbies try scorers. There we go. And they were able to score the try. Nick White, it pops out nicely for him. Just see that gap, makes the most of it. And the Brumbies go in for the first. Nicely done. And FMG Stadium has got just a little bit silenter now, I guess you'd say. And also, well, go try the Brumbies. It's the Chiefs jersey under the hoodie, says Sebastian. No, it's not. I have got a plain old blue shirt, so that might be a little bit of a problem. They want a well, good try, Brumbies. Says Justin, now let's pray the exposures of All Blacks players in France and Japan brings fresh ideas to improve All Blacks to a new level of play. And I got good luck from the Chiefs for my rugby team. And there's Bloxy Blake. And also, I know how you feel with hay fever, but I don't really sniff because I got my hay fever pills. Says Max, I still need to change mine because I've been having the same ones as earlier, and it just doesn't seem to really work. But it is a very tiny pill. So I think that could be why that one has gone over. It's a good kick. And now the Brumbies, they will be 7-0 up. Nasal spray for hay fever, says Justin. Also, we have got there Emates Joy. Yeah, absolutely. I feel it's great to have Gatlin and Smith feedback in New Zealand. But yeah, I think Nick White just having a bit of a chat with Sam Kane, although there wasn't like kind of a maybe few seconds of silence where they just looked at each other there. No. Right, we have found a random jersey. And of course, you guys will know exactly what jersey this is. I have been given this one for the Chiefs. Right, we'll set it up. That's going to be a backline movement for the Chiefs now. One moment, ladies and gentlemen. We'll stick it over there. Here we go. Now we got the Chiefs sitting next to us, just slightly behind us. Now there's going to be the Brumbies, who have given away that advantage and also it on a machine. Says Katie Dixon. Advantage is now over. So the Chiefs were not quite able to make the most of that one, I should say. Now currently James Sliver also sweet jersey. Says go and have some. And there's how that one's gone down in the front rows of this. That's actually, he did as if it went down in the front rows of the scrum, but it was actually collapsing in the maul, or not the maul, the breakdown, sorry. Now the Chiefs have got the opportunity to have a scrum here from about 25 metres out. Roll on, and also we have got there. Can you read my Brandon message? Says Brandon. Whereabouts is that, Brandon? I don't think it came through, Brandon. I think that's your first message of the live stream that I've seen. And take your shirt off, rub hot massage oils all over you, and put the Chiefs shirt on slowly, says Johnny Blaze. We'll have to see how it's going at halftime, won't we? Because Yeah, it's going to be one that I guess I could step off to the side, couldn't I, and put it on depending on how it's going. And also, did you watch the Langford Sevens, Women's Sevens final epic? A shame we lost, still epic though. Says Mr. JJ, I certainly did. We did actually do the commentary on the channel. We do cover sevens as well. And to lose just around the corner, that is going to be now scrum reset between the two sides. And let's go Chiefs Mana. And that says Rio Gamer. But yeah, we have got to lose the women's and the men's coming up. Not next week, but the weekend after, I think it is. Should be quite an exciting one. But currently 10 minutes in, and it's already 7-0 to the Brumbies. What is going with more Brandon? I can't post messages in your live stream. Please help me. And then it says, Brandon, and also, which scented oil will you go for? Probably mint, so that it clears my like sinus as well at the same time. You got to be strategic with these things, you know. A bit of mint, maybe some lemon in there, so that it doesn't smell too bad. I mean, lemon's all right, isn't it? Lemon and lime. Nothing wrong with the stuff. Sounds like I'm actually going to do it. I will not be rubbing body oil on myself for a live stream that I know of. You know, times might get tough. I might have to start an OnlyFans now, going straight through. Good power, Quinton Fire. Oh, it's knocked out of the hands of Alex Nankerville. I'm kind of glad it was, because I hope it's not a try, because or else then that will be what people remember that try for. Alex Nankerville's getting patted on the head. I think that could be a try. I didn't bet on Chase this week, his last week's effort in there. Says Mr. JJ, and also, did he knock it on? It looked close to a knock on here. On-field try from Brandon Pickerel. And what can I do? I don't think there's really too much he can do overall, I don't think. I think it's just kind of, if it goes through, it goes through. If it doesn't type thing. And also mint massage oil. I just don't rub it on your naughty bits. Says Katie Dixon there. That is some good advice. That one. And also, who would you like to see take over? Tony Brown. I mean, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Right. Does it hit Alex Nankerville's? Oh, it's just hit Erasimoni's hand. I think Nankerville has scored that one. And he's got that one, Alex Nankerville. And that will now be the try back for the Chiefs. The Chiefs try scorers. It was Alex Nankerville. Nankerville's hand nowhere near it, they have said. And that is going to be the first try of the match now for the Chiefs. The water try will go like this. And we'll go like this. And it has worked out for the Chiefs there. They have been able to get themselves back into this game. And also, here they come on, Chiefs, and their Brumbies hand. And also, there is rugby time, non-massage time. This is Mr. JJ. And also, we've got there car oil was mint too. There's a game. And also, we've got the Chiefs Taiaha strike. I think it is. And also, there for Johnny. And also, Johnny says that one has gone over for the kick. And now it is 7-7 between these two sides. And also, we have got the okay. Is that okay or the choice? Is it choice emoji? A nice way, Chiefs, give it up. And there's Justin. So they've done very nicely to be able to fire back now. Tom Wright getting their ball back on the side of the Brumbies, and they will be looking to counter straight away. Someone's boot has come off. Now the Brumbies being able to retain their own kickoff. That is a massive win for them. And now it's going to be Nick White goes back across to Noah Lolesio. Great run from Tom Banks and looking to strike back straight away here. Cortez Ratama, does he stay on his feet? He might have here. And he has won the penalty. And Nick White's not too happy. He said that maybe his hands were past the ball. And also we have got he didn't respond to my last piece of truth to take over, Tony. And this is Max. I think it's just dependent on who really wants the job, to be honest. Like, there are plenty of coaches that we could say he'd do well, but it's until someone actually kind of steps up, or at least a few people say we want the role, then we'll get to kind of pick it a little bit closer. Go Chiefs, go. And there says Reed, and also we have got the Arp Chiefs, and also to the Moon Chiefs, and also up the Mana, and also should have gone. But kind of happy because it's cold. Says Rio Gamer. Yeah, it's quite nice in the lounge with the fire going. I can say that much. Now Peter Gusto, a caller passing it back across. One moment. Hey, Fever, kicking me again. Kick tie from Cortez Ratama. I think I just blew an eyelash into my eye. It's unfortunate. Jersey work? Hey, Mum. Yeah, it did. Jersey got the try. Now staying 35 metres out from the line. Nick White goes back to Noah Alessio. Does put plenty of height on that one. Taken nicely by Caleb Truss. Boy, that was a big hit on him by Andy Muir here, though. And also the Brumbies and Sui. And as I says, it's Sean. And also, where's George? It says Mr. JJ. George is still working at the moment. He has been doing a lot of maize and also quite a bit of mowing throughout the busy season. So anytime that it's dark but not raining, he is working. That's a charge down from Rob Bellatini. Just needs a favourable bounce. He grubbers it forward. He might have got it. I don't think he doesn't look confident. I think he missed out on that one. And also the Brumbies. There's Gillian there. Right, Ben O'Keefe. I believe they've said no try. Played in by Brumbies, grounded by Chiefs is what the TMO feel that it could be here. 14 minutes into the game, the TMO's been pretty busy throughout the early stages. Right, Rob Bellatini, he put it down just before the line. Bryn Gatlin, perfect hand on that to be able to stop it from being a try. Now, Rob Bellatini actually had one recently that was kind of similar. So they're checking for a knock-on out of the hands, and also Mullings, nothing wrong with that. And a pass. And there's says it was Mr. JJ. And also we've got there's meteor shower and planetary alignment at 5:30 in the morning, Amish. Are you going to watch it? Says Justin, oh, is that what? See, someone was like, something magical is going to happen at nighttime or something like that. And an early one, and I had no idea what they were on about. The 5:30 a.m., that will be somewhere close to halftime. So meteor shower and planetary alignment, we might have to go outside because that's going to be around the time that Leicester versus Leinster are playing. So, that's a tricky one. Someone will be like, why is this man just randomly standing outside of his window? I have to get a second camera to show you guys what's going on as well. Oh, I could do that. Maybe. I was like, geez, Mano too, brother. We are going to the owner for some scores. And there it says it says Mark Roberts. So it's a no try. It's a knock on by the Brumbies. And now it will be a scrum feed 5 meters out from the line for the Chiefs. It was nicely done. And also, can you see my tolls on more Brandon after your live stream tomorrow? And there it says, Brandon, I will try my best to remember them. But like I said, I don't really get too much of a chance to watch any YouTube. I'm pretty much any time over the weekend that I'm not streaming, I'm either setting up my next stream or sleeping. And apparently it's a 1 in 1,000 years opportunity. And there says Justin, so yeah, we might have to get the camera set up and kind of do like a vlog of us going outside midway through the game. I feel like that's going to annoy a lot of people, more than likely. But we'll see how we go. Well, that one. Is it everywhere in the world or just New Zealand? I assume it's everywhere in the world, kind of. Or it will be different times around the world, won't it? But now currently it is a defensive scrum for the Chiefs, 5 meters out from their own line. It's a big push from the Brumbies, though. That ball's not come out, and it will be a Brumbies penalty in which they might be able to take on the 3 points if they want it. And Andy Muir, he has fired up. Rob Valentini also there. And that was a brilliant push. I believe it was Big Sefu Kaltai in the front row. Really put an Aiden Ross under pressure. And does now lead to a Brumbies penalty. They could take an easy 3 if they want it, but I think they want to keep this pressure on the Chiefs. And I was like, nah, if them, it's 1 in 1,000 thing. And there's Mr. JJ. It's kick for touch. So massive there. Gatlin's a 50-50 player. He's either decent or absolute. Last game, he ruined it with his kicks. Says Rio Gamer. Yeah, I can't agree with that one. He was a shocker for that last game, unfortunately. It'll be awesome, bro. I have a bit of feeling about this, says Novmum there. As currently the Brumbies, they have scored 18 tries off their line-out, which makes you slightly concerned, even just a little bit more, maybe Novmum. Well, this one, it goes in, taken nicely by Neville. Now 5 meters out, starting to get this one marching for Laupainga'a at the back. A good defense so far from the Chiefs. They have been told to use it once, still trying to hang on. But now it starts to creep at an awkward angle for Laupainga'a spins. And he does go straight over. And he scored the try for Laupainga'a. He goes in for the try, milling it up, Chiefs, for my Chiefs, or chiefing for my Chiefs. And there says Johnny Blaze, but that is going to be the try for Laupainga'a, just out from the line. And I'm liking the aggression from the Brumbies here. How does one spell Whainga'a? I think I've almost got it right. Except I think I put the thing in the wrong place. One moment. I'm just going to have a look and see how to spell it. Whainga'a. Yeah, no, I had the thingy-mabob in the wrong place. We go like this. We go like this. And we go like that. There we go. Whainga'a. I did also have that round the wrong way. There we go. That looks better. He did end up scoring the try in the 17th minute of this game, or the 16th, in fact. So they are continuing to play at a frantic pace, both of these sides. And also, apparently, the media shower will last for 1 hour. There's Justin there. So a meteor shower, I feel like that is like, so that doesn't affect anything in the world, like in terms of the meteor, like it isn't hitting the earth or anything like that. It's just fallen down and probably deserve to be where they are on the top of the table, says Justin there. And also we have got there, when is this meteor shower, says Rio Gamer. Apparently 5:30 a.m. and Islanders' next game seems like all winnable force and Waratahs. And of course, easy win against the Rebels, says Max. That's gone just out to the side. And now the score for the Brumbies versus Chiefs, it is sitting 12 points to 7. And a nice rolling maul from Falafel. They continue to score. They're the fourth most scoring for lineouts in the competition. That actually surprises me now that I think about that stat, because they've scored 18. So who has got more in Rio Gamer 5:30 a.m. New Zealand time? There says Justin, and also we have got there. It is gonna I don't know doubt that one. And they're quite currently now about to put out the box kick from about 25 metres out. It's gone extremely high, and it's not taken cleanly by Caleb Trask, but it bounces back onto the side. Oh, Quintapai, he's trying to say he didn't touch it, but it will be the line-out throw for the Brumbies now from the halfway line. So currently they're putting them under a lot of pressure here, the Brumbies. FMG Stadium, this is somewhere the Chiefs definitely will not want to lose, but they've got a good crowd in attendance by the looks of it in the background. Okay, last time I'm going to tell you, if you're not on your line for the line-out, you're going to get a free kick against you. And also we have got that back to the rugby. Here's Mr. JJ, probably a good idea. That one, but currently 19 minutes into this game. Nick White now passes it back across. Nice short ball from Irasimoni, pop pass after Valentini. Now White goes off to Sifu Kautai. Just drop the head and goes for the big old drive there. Currently now backline movement, offside advantage to the Brumbies, kicking it in behind. Andy Muir trying to chase it. Caleb Trask takes it just. It was a bit of an awkward one, and that one does go into touch now. And they're going back for the initial penalty advantage to the Brumbies right back, and also no just a spectacular force of nature. And then also heaps of cowbells. There's a few cowbells around by the sounds of it, and Brumbies going to win 27 points to 19. There's Kingy James there, and also what time this year is far, or so far, has got the best line-out wins, says Max. Oh, it's a very good question. I want to say it's Hurricanes, but I'm not too sure. It probably isn't the Hurricanes now I think about it. It could be the Blues, but they had a bit of a rough one, I think. And come on, Chiefs. Says Katie Dixon there. It's nicely grabbed in behind initially, but I think they want to kick. Are they kicking for the corner? Or they're going for the 3? I think they might be going for the 3 here. Yes, they are. Right, well, this will work out quite nicely with my 19 points to 15 prediction, as long as that is the last points that the Brumbies do get. And Justin has got the fingers crossed there as well. He gets a high five from Nick White in the process. Is that a new thing for Noel Alessio? Got the first kick over, maybe he got a high five from Nick White, so now he's decided, right, I'm going to high five him every single time he's going to kick the ball, just to make sure that it doesn't go too badly for him. Noel Alessio about to line up this kick. Currently 20 minutes into this game, taking some deep breaths. Okay, I can hear quite a few cowbells by the sounds of it in the background, but now Noel Alessio ready to kick this ball. And also, percentage of lineouts, says Max. Right, I haven't got the stats just off the top of my head, unfortunately, for those ones. But I'm sure at the end of the round, that's a decent strike of the ball. And it's gone over. And also, this game is not making me happy, says Novam there. So the score now is going to be 7 points to 15 in favour of the Brumbies. And also, we got the easy, says Kingy James. And also, we have got there, come on, Chiefs, says Uncle there. Currently now they are going to have to fire back. So if the Chiefs get 2 tries, 1 converted, then my score that I wrote down before the start of the game of 19 to 15 might not be a mile off. But currently now it is going to be just outside of the 22. Trying to turn that ball back over. It was Samasane Sakiaho, unable to do so though. And the Brumbies will be able to hang on to this one and roll it back for a box kick. Nick White taking his time, almost charged down by Tupavai. He doesn't want to make the mistake that had happened earlier on where Rob Valentini was almost able to capitalise. Now taken nicely by Caleb Trask, and I still believe Chiefs missed McKenzie. And there it's a nice kick in behind, and there was a bit of space, but now it's just going to sit up quite nicely, almost for Cortez Ratama. But it is going to be a knock-on advantage against them, trying to wrestle Tom Banks into touch, isn't quite able to do so. And now Nick White just waiting for this ball at the back. It's going back for the initial scrum. Chiefs 109-15, and Brumbies have come to play so far. Nice one. Ring the cowbells to distract Noel Alessio. Chiefs mana. There says Johnny Blaze. And also we have got their Chiefs basic stuff done so very well. I guess how many passes Aaron Smith has this year so far. Do they actually have that stat of an actual number of how many passes he's made? I'd have no idea. How many would he have per game? Maybe like 50? How many games does he miss, though, as well for Aaron Smith? So I'd say so far this season he's made like 610, something like that. And McHugh. And there as well, there's Mr. JJ, I should say, as well. Are you just JJ? Would you prefer just JJ rather than Mr. JJ? Do let me know. And also, Ian Pryor has 503. Aaron Smith is 493. Okay, so I was a little bit too high with my 610, wasn't I? So is that like, do they actually have a stat for most passes made in the competition? Maybe. Or is it just the two closest? Those ones are now. The turnover is good for the Chiefs. They've been able to take this ball back, and now the Brumbies have got to actually straight back from that counter ruck. Now Nick White going back, and it is going to be kicked into touch by Tom Wright. Didn't get a huge amount of distance on that one. In fact, sorry, it was Leonard Cattell. I haven't really seen him kick too often in the past. So that might have been why he wasn't too happy with that kick. We will move the game back over now. I've got it back in front of me there. That now it will be Samasu Takiaho, who has got himself this line-out throw. On into the front. It's taken nicely by Luke Jacobson. Now off to Cortez Ratama. Rush defense from Nick White. Doesn't quite work out for him. Cheers for the better, thanks. Cheers be better, thanks, Irish. And there says JJ there. So you probably get sick of getting called Mister, don't you? As I do say it, I think every time that was close to a tip tackle. It was almost lost on the ground, but Sam Kane now goes back across to Peter Sawakula. Sitting just outside of the 22, Brent Gatlin, quick hands into the hands of Quintabaya. And also, I don't think I'm going to sleep tonight, says Katie Dixon. There are plenty of games in rugby on, that is for sure. But the good news is, while you are wide awake, we will also probably still be live on the channel. So you got plenty of rugby as the option if you do need someone to either try and put you to sleep or try and keep you awake. We are your guy. And also, we've got the Mahi Time G, says Justin. And also, we've got the All the Blacks, or on the All Blacks app. They have like the most tries, carries, defenders beating, clean breaks, passes, offload tackles, and most points. And there's our nice backline movement. Quinton Plyer, most bump offs in the competition. Surely he is somewhere up there on that list, the way that he has been playing recently. Cortez Ratama waits for it at the back. Now off to Josh Lord. And the Chiefs just continuing to put face after face together up to 13 now. Peter Sawakula. Once again, another carry. That is going to be the Brumbies, who have been penalty advantage against them. I'm just going to marathon this whole thing until the Edinburgh Wasps games at 5:30 a.m. There says Katie Dixon. So yeah, it is going to be a tough one for you. So how many hours up would you be at this stage? Nice inside ball to Quinton Dubaya. Now Ratama goes back to Gatlin. Good inside ball up to Jacobson, offload. And Cortez Ratama scores the try. And also we have got there must be strong coffee, says Obi, but there will be the try now for the Chiefs. And Cortez Ratama is the man who was able to get it. Nicely done. Cortez Ratama, there we go. And that was in the 25th minute that he was able to score that try. My score prediction is getting closer and closer as we keep on going through and put the jug on. And now Ratama scores, says Kenny Jones. And also we've got there for all of them. It's like out of all of the teams, it's like top 50, says Max. And also we've got there, she's Mana Baby. And there says Rio Gamer and the flame emojis from Crazy and Z. Nice to full. Bit of a yawn there from myself. I think it's because I looked at the light again. I got to move the game. There we go. When the game's over there, I don't yawn as much. There's a little bit of a tactic. But now bring Gatlin. Going to be ready to try and line up. This kick should be a relatively straightforward one. From over this stage, it does go over. And that will now make the score just a little bit closer. 14 points to the Chiefs and 15 to the Brumbies. Sorry about having to do that, ladies and gentlemen. Hay fever sucks. It's about the best way of putting it. And I've noticed my nose is looking more and more red. I'm turning into Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer at this stage. I just banged my funny bone as well. That was unfortunate. Cortez, yeah, beauty in there. Says Johnny, and also nice says JJ, and also go Chiefs, says Roddy, and also Manamahi Chiefs. This is going to be a good game, and also big crowd. Says King James. There's a decent amount of people in attendance. Probably not as many as they would have liked to have for this exciting matchup, but still a decent crowd. And you and your lighting, says Mr. JJ. Oh, sorry, says JJ, yeah. Like, George can attest to this, though. As soon as you look straight at the lighting, you either sneeze or you yawn. Don't know why. And also, we got that double strength concentrate. The kind you're supposed to thin with water before you drink it. I had 2 cups straight out of the bottle, no thinning. Is Katie Dixon right? Well, that will keep you awake for a long time, I would think. Okay, they've got the advantage now for the Brumbies and Chiefs with another 36 points, bringing these more than 5,000. And there's Kingy James. Nice little flick on the inside from Nick White. Goes off to Tom Wright. It's another nice tackle made. Now passing it back across. Nick White. Ball of mine. Niall Alessio off to Tom Banks. One of the 3 times in this game. They're going back for the penalty. Right. The Brumbies are currently 1 point ahead. And also we have got the yellow. And there's Justin and the combo. And there as well. Right, they are taking a shot on goal. Right, so he will get the high five from Nick White, I would think. And 1 cup of coffee, and I can't sleep. I had one last night at 7 p.m. I was awake till 4 a.m. Jeez, obviously, that is a good effort. I guess that's the thing. Some people are affected by caffeine differently than others. Like, some people have caffeine like it's nothing and then just fall asleep 5 seconds later. Whereas some people have caffeine and then they're up all night. I feel like I would be an up all night off caffeine kind of guy, even though I don't have caffeine very often. In fact, hardly ever. So that would be why I would be up for a very long time. But 50 on the Chiefs. So here's 8 in there. Now the Brumbies going to be lining up this kick. Niall Alessio. Still another 11 minutes left in this first half. And if he gets this kick over, that ruins my prediction. So Niall Alessio, if you just want to put this away to the side, I wouldn't mind it. And also, I might have a cup soon so I can watch the alignment and meteor shower. And there says OB, and also we got the Chiefs 56, Brumbies 55. And there says Kenny James, geez, that would be a high-scoring game, wouldn't it? To get that many points. Now, Niall Alessio straight out in front of the post. Hearing the cowbells rattling. He didn't look like he struck it that cleanly, but he still gets it over. Niall Alessio. And now the score is going to be 18 points to the Brumbies and 14 to the Chiefs with a 4-point lead. He's 3 from 3 tonight for Niall Alessio, which is very impressive as he has had a few shocking ones in the past. And caffeine for you is good. And there says Justin. And probably end up, like, I don't actually have coffee or tea or anything, so I'll probably just end up having some water and being wide awake, which sounds weird, but yeah. Probably go with something along those lines. Try and have some water, have some food. Food will be the big one, but Tom Banks at the moment, he is looking like he is a bit disappointed with the way that he kicked that one. It just didn't quite come off the boot the way that he wanted. Samasoni Takiaho, the line-out has gone the way of the Chiefs now in the midfield with Quinton Pyer with the ball in hand. And you should post a video of the shower. I said to say I won't be awake. I just realized that you're talking about the meteor shower rather than, like, for some reason my brain went straight to somewhere else, which I was thinking I don't think I'm allowed to post that on YouTube. But yeah, if we're doing our live stream for Leinster versus Leicester, once it gets to that stage, I'll probably end up adding myself to a video call and then going outside to look at it. As I was in Malaysia and a taxi driver offered me pure caffeine mixed with meth. Low, of course I said no. Says over there, and also we have Alessio 3 from 4. And there says Crazy NZ. And also we have got there the coffee emojis, and also no, says JJ. And that one as well. Currently now sitting 18 points to 14 in favour of the Brumbies. The territory and position both in favour of the Chiefs for this game. And also they've had more time in the opposition 22. So it is interesting to see that they have been unable to take the lead in the early stages. But it's been some very good play from the Brumbies to keep them alive in this contest. That's wonky. And they're taken very nicely by Josh Lord, actually having to take it more on the Brumbies side than the Chiefs side there. Cortez Aratama now goes back across to Quinton Pyer, who will always just run hard at the line, try and get you as many meters. And now that's cooked. And there says Johnny Blaze. Now currently waiting for this one to roll forward. Cortez Aratama passes it short side off to Jonah Lowe. Oh, it's knocked on the ground, though. And the Brumbies, they've got this one back. It's going to be going back for the scrum feed. It was a big shot from Josh Lord on Darcy Swain, who has now fully mounted him at this point in time. He actually, if we're talking about UFC type style moves, did get him in full mount, which would have had him probably getting quite a few raining elbows, but more than likely you're not allowed to do that in rugby now. So he just got up and helped him up as well. Jonah Lowe, it was a good run initially, but then that ball just popped out on the ground. It looked like it got a little bit stuck on the ground and maybe a bit dewy, but then also might be a couple patches that aren't quite as wet. As we currently sit with 8 minutes left in this first half, the Brumbies, they will be looking to continue their winning ways. They've had quite a few wins so far throughout the season, including the big matchup that they were able to win up against. I mean, they've actually beaten a lot of New Zealand opposition, haven't they? They beat the Hurricanes, and they won it quite comfortably against them. This game is flying by, says Katie Dixon. It did indeed bring back the shoulder charge and rucking. And there says over now, Pete Samu goes off the back to Noah Lolesio with a good carry from himself, continuing to build with a couple more phases in a row. But anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I won't always have hay fever, which is good news, or else I will keep on sneezing. And also Electric Pua gives you the munchies. And there says Justin now it's going to be still available for the Brumbies. It was a loose ball, but Sefo Keltai able to jump on it now. Nick White kicks it in behind, looking for the kick for touch. It's going to pull up inside of the in-goal area. And Galatras puts it down, and it will be the goal line drop. And I'm happy having the Australian teams competitive again. Big love to our Aussie brothers. Yeah, it does make the competition very entertaining indeed. Jonah Lowe with the grubber there, and it did go the 5 meters. So brilliantly played by the Chiefs. And they will now have this ball inside of their 22. Kicking it downfield there. Cortez Ratama, great clearing kick. And now they're going to be from about the halfway line. And the Chiefs will have the line out against them. And also, you haven't tried the Sudafed PE, have you? What is that? Is that the hay fever one? Because I haven't changed yet at that stage for my hay fever tablets, but I think I'm not too far off changing, because these ones, I think I'm just taking them for the sake of taking them at this stage rather than having them work for hay fever and choose to run in 3 tries in 5 minutes. And that would be very impressive from the home side at FMG Stadium. But currently, Nick White, he will have this ball once again, rolling it back in the breakdown. Kicks it high. And it's going to be the chase going just down towards the 22. Speaking of chases, Chase Tia not playing in the starting lineup for this match. And read my last message, says Max as well. I feel like I missed it, didn't I? Where is it? For all of them, it's like out of the 50 teams, it's like top 50. Is that the one? Maybe. If it's not, then the other one has not come through. At this stage, it's going to be an advantage to the Chiefs now, and it's going back for the initial penalty for the Chiefs. I caught there, Ratama. Be happy enough to win that penalty for his side and just slow down this game a little bit, because it's actually going to be quite hard work for the forwards throughout the 80 minutes. I would think everyone playing in a high tempo for the early stages of this one. Now, it's a dangerous tackle, 35 minutes in, and Bryn Gatling kicking it. Nasal decongestant. And there says JJ. So I might have to try it out, see how it goes. Because, I mean, I've got like one of those Vicks Vapor Rub stick things, but they won't really help, I wouldn't think, because it's probably not it's not really the nasal side of things. It's more the hay fever side of things. And it's any time I wake up late, which is kind of how you guys know whether or not I've been up for the full day before a live stream, or whether I have been kind of asleep up till a later stage. Like, I think I went to sleep at about 4. Or, it might have been later. I think I got to sleep at about 6 a.m. and then ended up waking up at about 3:30. And you definitely want the nasal spray for hay fever. And there says Justin Harris, and also we have their Cook Sudafed into. And also we have got the hopeless, says JJ there. And currently now it will be a scrum feed. No, actually, sorry, a line out to the Chiefs. Brad Weber running the ball, or the drinks out on the field. I'm just pretty much saying anything. And also we have got their Panaya, that's an interesting one. I know that that's the national badminton team of New Zealand, is actually what they're called, the last 2 words of that. So interesting. I didn't know we were talking about badminton. And also we've got there, you're not wearing your Chiefs strip? And she says, Daniel, I didn't actually have it with me. My mum brought it in which is why it's on this chair behind me at this stage. But now it is going to be the advantage in favour of the Chiefs once again. Samasone Takiaho with a nice spin. And also we have got there, they don't have pseudo in it anymore. Says Obi. It's kicked in behind, nicely taken by the Brumbies, and it's marked as well there. And also we've got that whereas Kieran, he is still about. He's actually in my room at this current point in time because he doesn't really fit in the lounge with the current layout, and he's quite a large item. But there we go. He's up in the corner now, and I also put it on in the second half. And there says Daniel Cox, I might have to, although I don't know whether or not wearing it for half the game has the same effect as wearing it at the start of a game. So it might be one of those jinxing factors, perhaps. Currently now the Chiefs, they are only going to be 5 meters out from the line. And another line out opportunity and throw in 39 tries. They've got 9 off their line out. And also, if you want, or if you don't want to do the hazel spray, just take a spoonful of local honey if you can't find it. Sounds like witchcraft, but it works. It just has to be made of from the pollen in your area. So do you like spray it up your nose, the local honey? Or have I got that around the wrong way? You probably eat the honey, do you? Or not? And also Manuka. And there it says, I'll be currently only 5 meters out from the line. And also, come on, Jess says it was Justin. Now Luke Jacobson has his ankles taken out from underneath him. Cortez Ratama has this ball, tries to go himself. He's tackled hard by Kadrian Neville, but only 5 meters out from the line here for the Chiefs. Samasone Takiaho around the side, straight out in front of the post. If the Chiefs can go in now, they will get themselves in a good position to go into the lead at halftime. And yeah, take a spoonful of honey in your mouth, eat it. I wonder if you feel the sniffles coming on. I did not know that. I feel like that's a fun fact, isn't it? Someone's headgear, I think, has fallen off. That's very close to the line at the moment, but I believe they are trying to recycle it quickly. The Brumbies, it's considered as held up, and it is going to be now a goal line dropout. I think Falau Whainga might have hurt his shoulder in the process. Onions and Manuka honey mixed together. I'll leave it in the fridge to cool, then drink. And there says Justin. That doesn't sound like the nicest combo. Onions and, I guess onions and honey sometimes in cooking. You would combine them and also smashing back the honey, lemon, ginger teas lately. I had sniffles yesterday. I'm back in tip-top shape now. Says Johnny Blaze, and also we've got Anna Levin, says JJ, and also Amelia said, hi, welcome into the live stream. Hope you are doing well. Once again, at this stage, only the 1 minute left of this half, and then we are into the second half break, and also we have got that G and the honey for the win, says Katie, and also we've got our score by the Chiefs before halftime will boost morale. Certainly will. Currently, they are, I think it was Nankerville who only got half an inch from the line, but Nick White, brilliant defense to be able to hold him up. And yes, Ginger is good too. And then by the goal line dropout goes way downfield currently now. The Chiefs have got this ball. It's off to Peter Gus Sawakulu, who lost his headgear a little bit ago. Got a run forward from Caleb Trask, but he is dragged down by Jerome Brown, I should say. And honey is a superfood. And then I had to order dinner for my family, hence why I'm late. Says Amelia, no worries at all. Only 40 meters out at 21-18 at halftime. Says Kenny James, and also call me winning the boo. And there says Johnny Blaze kicked him behind. That's a nothing kick. That is a nothing kick from Bryn Gatlin, unfortunately. And now because of it, it's going to be the halftime siren. The Brumbies, they will be able to put this one back into the pocket, kick it into touch, and that will be halftime. I don't really understand the kicking one. And Manuka honey is like $50 for a teeny tiny jar here in the USA one day. I will cave and buy it. As well, says Katie Dixon, and also get my mum's a Mother's Day prezi. Says it was Amelia, and also Gatlin needs to be booted. Says Rio Gamer there as well. It's quite warm, isn't it? Hello. Do you want to join me for the halftime chat? Did you watch the first half?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you think? I'll move over a little bit. You can sit on that one if you like. And also we've got there like a jar size of nail polish. Jeez, that's very expensive.
I probably don't need them.
Not hugely. And also he needs to shower and send the lad home, says Mr. JJ. That is for Bryn Gatlin. That last kick, what'd you think of it?
He hasn't kicked well at all.
No, not really.
He's given the ball away a few times, hasn't he?
Yeah. And also Nick White and Lolicio have done well for the Brumbies in the first half. They certainly have. And also where I work, true honey is the best honey for when you're sick. And Jersey Hamish says JJ there as well. It is there. Would you like to wear the jersey? You want it?
Am I putting on the jersey?
If you like. See if it has the same momentum. And also we've got their mum knows, says JJ, and also hi mum, says Kenny James, and also we have got there, I seen $110 small jars of honey at Pack and Save locked away in a little storage box. Won't stop those ram raids though. Says Johnny, $110
Wow.
for honey.
I wouldn't pay that much. No, I like my honey.
That is a lot of money for some honey. And I was like, yes, honey is a great cure for lots of things. I just love it. Says Katie Dixon there, and Brumbies would be paying good money, or would have been paying good money. Yeah, they would have. And I was like, you wear it. Still, I think it's slightly too late for that at this stage, I think.
Oh, are you wearing it?
No, you can wear it. It's all good. And also the great honey heist of 2022. This is like $110. And also mum wear the jersey, says Justin there as well. And it is going to be, that means commentary second half from mum, says Mr. JJ. It does seem that way. Also, and also a sticky situation, says OB. And currently in this first half, it's been relatively close. I wasn't a mile off with my score prediction because I did end up saying that it would end up being 19 points to 15, but I did say that that would be the Chiefs who had 19. So unfortunately, just a little bit wonky for that one. And also lemon tea with honey instead of sugar when your cook says Amelia. And also we've got there currently, I think they gave an order of 33,000 lozenges and 38 jars of honey, biggest buyers in Saudi Arabia. And there says Max. Because I know that all of our timber's gone overseas already. And also we have got a JJ, please, sorry, I keep on saying the name in there, don't I? Oh, she's found a beer as well while she was at it.
Oh, it's hot in here.
It is. It's quite warm. Would you like some headphones? Here you go.
No, that way.
Looking very professional.
Mm-hmm.
Does it fit you?
They're not weird.
Oh, that's because I muted it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. What, the shirt? Fit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Not bad for sizing.
And also we have there, Bullock Kiwi lads. And there says Ratu, welcome in, mate. I hope you are doing well. We all love honey. Says Obi, and also I can't change it yet. Says JJ there as well. Currently, second half, who do you think is going to stand up for both of these teams?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I'm hoping the Chiefs come good. Are they going to come good? They seem a bit tentative or something.
I think it's the kicking.
Oh, yeah, the kicking shit. And I haven't had one yet.
And also we have Chiefs better. And then also Mother Kiwi lads looking real beautiful in that pretty little number. Says Johnny Place.
It's all you, Johnny. You wouldn't be looking pretty if you're in the centre.
Also screens put off heat. Says Mr. JJ. So do lights.
And so do log fires when you stoke them up.
Which is very stoked at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I had turned it down though. The door was shut.
Also, honey on toast with butter is a match made in heaven. And gotta love those good old Southern girls. Says Justin there, and also Brumbies are gonna win. Says Max there as well. They are currently 4 points ahead.
No, they're not.
No, you don't think?
Oh, Chiefs on home soil.
You see a little bit of fight back from them. I like Imoni Narawa off the bench.
Who?
Okay. I like Ramika Poyabi off the bench.
Go on.
I like Xavier Rowe off the bench.
So they got a good bench.
Do you know Xavier Rowe?
No.
Summer Penny Finau?
No, I haven't heard half of them.
Bradley Slater.
I haven't been watching a lot of rugby, so I don't know half the names.
That's all right. Yeah, for your expert comments. Yeah. Also, we have to talk about the light.
I don't know who the bench are.
Did you see, someone was saying a little bit earlier on that it is going to be at about 5:30 a.m. There's supposed to be some sort of thing happening.
Yeah, I heard that.
Me or Shah, are you going to be up at 5:30 a.m.?
Doubt it.
Sure, once in 1,000 years opportunity.
Yeah, but if you tape it, I don't have to be there, do I?
Or you can be an outdoor reporter.
Yeah. Here I am in my sleepwear.
Yeah.
Looking at something I don't know what I'm looking at.
And Chiefs better. And there says Milligan also, we have got there, go Chiefs. And I reckon it will be a close one, but the Brumbies will get the job done. As a Milligan also, we have got there, is it only visible in the southern hemisphere? That is a good question.
Don't know.
I know it's definitely New Zealand at 5:30 a.m. So I assume Australia will be 3:30 a.m.
Depending.
Or as it goes around the world, I guess it would change the meteor shower. But what we will be doing, hopefully, is during our Leinster versus Leicester live stream, we will hopefully be able to step outside. You know, just while the rugby's on.
Yeah. Well, it's quite foggy out there, so I don't know.
Oh, is it?
See a lot.
Oh. Okay, so if it's foggy and cloudy, we probably won't see anything here, unfortunately.
And it's been cloudy and foggy for the last few days, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, well, that might not work. I worked in a honey extraction plant for a season, Manuka, a Kanuka, and a bush honey extraction pot. So I guess that's like the honey's on the frames, isn't it? And you extract it from there, or do you actually squeeze the bees?
You really want me to answer that?
Yeah. Just,
Okay.
you know, and then it pops out.
Yeah.
That's how honey's made, isn't it? The bees shag the flower and then pop out the honey.
Mm-hmm.
And also we got it between 5 and 5:30 a.m. And that's right, make it use a video. It's Mother's Day tomorrow and something jokes. It's Mother's Day. And it says it was JJ, and also we have got there. What a sweet thought to think we could all run outside and watch a meteor shower together in a way. Says Katie Dixon there. It would be quite terrifying, wouldn't it?
I don't know, it was coming your way.
Like, because where do the meteors go? They just chill out in the atmosphere.
Oh, some of them come down.
I just realised I flicked myself quite hard, and now I got a red mark on my cheek. See that one, like halfway up, just there. I mark too easily, unfortunately.
Oh, it was handy when you were a kid, though.
Yeah, where did it hit you? There.
Just wait for the mark. There it is.
And also remember the skis from the South Island from travelling. It'll be beautiful. Or sorry, remember the skies from the South Island from travelling. It'll be beautiful. And also we got the Highlanders will do better next season, I reckon, says Max. And also I did horticulture as part of my studies last year. I remember we had to learn about the difference between certain honeys. I can't even remember some of the stuff my trainers taught me. And you'll think, or you're thinking asteroids. Yeah, what is a meteor and what is wait, is it one of those ones how it's like magma and lava? How it's like one of them is only once it enters the atmosphere compared to when it doesn't? Or am I thinking of the wrong thing? Meteor are they just falling stars? No, I don't know what they are. Can't remember. Meteors are just atmospheric dusty farts.
Well, there you go.
There you go. So it's kind of like, well, there's plenty that you could say, isn't there?
Yeah, you could expand on that.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't.
No.
This is a G-rated
Yeah.
program, is it?
Yeah. And also, I remember when I was seeing a Haley comment, and I was a young whipper in there.
I think it's supposed to be Haley Comet.
Oh, Comet rather than comment. Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking, who's Haley? And one's movie. Says JJ, and also we have got there. Who do you have to win this match? I think the Brumbies will take it, to be honest. But
we want the Chiefs.
Yeah, there's a chance. And also, no. Says JJ, and also we have the meteors are the space meteorite, and when it's in the earth, or me.
You're really quite bad with that, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit rough today, I'd say. Yeah. And so meteors are in space. Meteorite is when it's in the earth. Yeah, because I know magma's when it's in the ground, lava's when it's on the surface. Fun fact. Yeah, and then you got the underwater eruptions called phreatomagmatic eruptions. And then that's just okay. And also we got the Brumbies by 5. I think somewhere around there could be on the cards. That's quite an evil look I got for talking all about my rocks.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
And also, a meteorite is when a meteor doesn't burn up and then it hits your car. So he's going to get also, we've got there. It's a mean light show. Meteors come to the closest or close to the planet so we can see them, but they swing straight by. There's Justin, and also we've got the nice fact Obi, and also 1987 Halley's Comet. And there says JJ, and also we have got, hey, how are you doing today? I hope you're enjoying the game. It has been a very exciting one so far, other than sneezing. I sneezed quite a bit, haven't I?
Yeah.
Fun times. Long night ahead of hay fever. I just stick my head in the freezer. I think that will help.
Are you purposely missing, not reading out Johnny's?
Oh, no, I didn't even. My cousin's up north does horticulture because so they could grow the skunkiest buds. Does a bud want to be skunky?
Oh, I think he's just.
Do you grow much wheat? No.
I haven't learnt yet.
And also, I'm only learning all this at 28 years old. Where have I been? One of the teachers at school was rumoured that they grew weed.
Yeah.
Should I have said that?
Probably not.
in the greenhouse at school.
Yeah. You've said that.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've said it.
You think?
Yeah.
I hope so. It's now public knowledge.
What? That you had teachers.
And also, you're only 28, Sophie, and also most of your predictions are right. Not the scoreline, but the winner always is. TSX, although that's normally pre-game. Midway through a game, I'm shocking.
Yeah.
And also, let's see the Chiefs come out in the second half with all cylinders firing. And also, you look 50's son. That's because he's got a picture of Marco Vunipola in the picture, the prop from England. And he's only like 30, 35 or something like that, I think. And I was like, let's see this. Chiefs come out in the second half with all cylinders firing. And also, I bet there's an algorithm that shows how many teachers grow weed. There's Katie.
Probably.
And I was like, probably not the school bit, but it is what it is, says JJ. Well, that one, yeah, the same teacher actually drove us to the golf course with the boot wide open. So maybe.
They might be watching. They'll know who they are.
They will. Small town.
Small town.
But that's the thing, like, boot wide open. We drove past the police station.
Yeah, which is in the main street.
And the boot was just completely open. And then you only realise 3/4 of the way to the golf course.
Just carried on.
Yeah. You might as well. You're already almost there. No point pulling over now. And bring on Chase, says Mr. JJ. I still pick a Chiefs win. And there says MH Joy. Child has been painted.
Yep.
In this stage, got the very blonde hair. And also we got their beers in hand, I bet. Says JJ. I'd also ask your mum to name 15 current All Blacks, says Max Coral. Right. Really? 15 for $15.
Current
All Blacks. Everyone get your dollars ready.
What? When was the last?
From the last rugby championship, we'll go. So the very recent squad. Okay.
Front row.
Yep.
Oh, was he injured or not? The Canterbury one, the old fella.
Yep.
He's injured. I'm no good at names. Okay, we'll go Cody Taylor.
Okay, it's one.
I can't pronounce half the props' names.
Okay, props aren't the way to go then.
No.
Locks.
Locks. Well,
put her on the spot.
Okay. No,
tell you what,
I've gone absolute blank.
Throughout this half, I am going to allow you to write down them.
Okay.
So we got a board. It's completely blank at the moment. Throughout this half, you write down your All Blacks. And it can be any players. I mean, ex-players you probably nail.
Yeah, ex-players.
Not literally. But yeah, we've got the old fellas, says Katie. And I was like, I'm the undisputed god of rugby and the Chiefs will win by 10. We've heard it here from Mark. Chiefs by 10. So we will take your word for it. And also that teacher definitely had a cone or two before school started. Science too specific. And I was like, Sam Whitelock.
Yeah.
And
I've just written his name.
Well, that's the one name on her list. And I was like, we've got that. Thank you for the greatest game on earth, rugby. And also we can be, or any position in that one as well. So she is currently doing her list. I didn't clarify, am I the one paying you $15 or are they paying you $15?
I don't know.
My nose is still running. This sucks. My history teacher used to smoke ciggies. He went missing during class all the time. Nice. Second half underway, ladies and gentlemen. Hay fever sucks. Right.
So we're doing reserves as well.
Yep. Any player in the All Black squad.
Okay. We
will allow. And also we have got you got the broad out. Or the board out, I think it is. So that one. And also we have got that. It doesn't suck, it blows. Does indeed. And also I remember me and my family went to Christchurch and I forgot my toy dog Wag that I had for nearly 17 years. And we caught him smoking once. So here's over there, Caleb Trask taking that one quite nicely for the Chiefs as they continue to build their way, hopefully, back into this contest. I know that one of us would very much like a Chiefs try very soon. Bring the Chiefs get for this one. Now, Samazoni Takiaho does continue to drive forward, and my mate's teacher stepped me out and wanted a full-on fight because I hate his snack-sized Snickers bar. I was 15 at the time. So, yeah.
I think that I ate is 8.
because I ate a Snicker size or snack size Snicker bar. Okay, that makes more sense.
I think.
And maths teacher, the plot thickens.
It does, doesn't it?
And I hope someone found that toy dog and gave him a good home. And there's Katie Dixon, but now it will be Tom Banks. We're kicking this one for the touchline early penalty and 8, says Chili Blaze. I think Isaac has a story about him and a few others did take a lollipop from the good boy jar.
Oh, okay.
And they got in trouble, but I think he was the only one who got in trouble.
Oh, okay.
But he ain't a snitch, so he, the list is coming along. Well, looks like Abro, we run up the Chiefs. And there says Dexter, and also don't mess with people's snack size Snickers bars. And then also we've got they left it at home, says it was Carlos, and now continuing to drive their way forward here. It looks like staying down 15. Now it is Sefu Kaltai. It's back across, and it is still going to be on the side of the Brumbies for a little bit longer if they can get themselves an early try here. It's a nice ball on the outside to Andy Muirhead, who has gone down now. Nick White going back across to Rob Valentini, trying to break his way through. Still, the Brumbies just phase after phase. They've had good ball retention throughout this matchup. And they've been hanging on to it a lot more often than the Chiefs. I used to catch eels on the weekend and then sell them on Monday to my art teacher, $12 a kg. It Justin sounds like a good system.
It does. Where's he live?
Yeah. Now it is Noah Alessio once again goes forward. Oh, geez, that was a big hit on him, but that's going to be an offside advantage now. Sure, it wasn't the English teacher Blaze, and let's go the mighty Waikato. G says Jody Blaze here. I can do it before her. Okay, don't read Max's. Max's is hidden.
Okay.
Now it is still going to be going forward here. Now Nick White passing it back across Tom Wright. One more, and it's Lena Cattell who does go in and score the try. Nicely done. And that is going to be another try for the Brumbies. Now Falapanga, he scored in the early stages of the match. Same with Nick White, but now it is Lena Cattell who does go in the Australian International. This stage.
Do I actually have to name the name? Because I know what they look like.
I mean, I would prefer names. It's for $15, isn't it?
Oh, I should know that one.
She got 13. She gets 2 more. I have to pay her $15. And also, come on, yeah, Amish, can you do it? We'll pay you. Or come on, you can do it, Amish. We'll pay you 100. Wait, if I do it, I get $100 from you. We need to have that confirmed first of all, and then if it is, then I will accept PayPal or just donations really.
Yeah, but now
I was like, come on, Chiefs.
Score.
Yeah, they did score. It's not good. At the moment, Noel Alessio has been able to get it off, and they need to ring the cowbells louder. And also, I might have to drown my sorrows, even though I don't drink. Says no, Mama, make that money, mummy. It says Justin. It also should have left Tia out. Or shouldn't have left Tia out on the match day. Bryn Gatlin was a big call. Sorry, Irish. You guys have one ABBA member, or if you guys had one ABBA member, who would it be? The Swedish one. We have also got the take this, says JJ. And now if she can do it, you pay her. Well, me pay her $100. I see that she's got 14. So that would be a lot of moolah.
I've gone blank though.
Have you?
Yeah.
One's gonna go over. Go on a Mother's Day shopping spree, if you can get. You've got 15. If you can get 5 more.
No, I don't know if I have that one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay, you got 14. If you can somehow before the end of the live stream get 6 more, I'll take you on a Mother's Day shopping spree.
Because I can't spell half the bloody front row.
If you can tell me the exact club that they play for and what they look like, I will allow it.
Jesus.
And also, they say hello to my 6-year-old son, Jackson. Welcome in, Jackson. Hope you are doing well, mate. Has she got bone and barrett? She does have him. And also, Jackson says hi. Irish says Justin. So welcome in. Hope you are doing well, Jackson. Who does Jackson go for? Justin, do let me know. I can guess. You can have. It's going to be going up high from Nick White. Taken not cleanly by Caleb Trask, and it's a loose ball the Brumbies will retain. And they are going to have this ball back now. It is fired back into the pocket across to Lena Cattell. In fact, I believe it was Ira Samuni going for the grubber line. Beautifully taken.
It was.
By, I believe it was Etinai Nana Satoro, who is a name that I haven't actually said throughout this match. And it's weird because he's normally very, very prominent. And I was like, does she have Geordie Barrett? She does have Geordie Barrett. She's got all the Barretts. And also Rico Ioane. Yep, she's
and,
got
and his brother.
and his brother.
What's his? I don't know. Can't remember his name, but
I bet you if this was like name the current New Zealand cricket team, she'd have it in like 3 seconds.
Or whatever.
It was my son said the Chiefs can win, and there says Justin, and also no one ever gives the front row or even knows the front row. We never get the credit. Says Dexter there as well.
So they all right?
I will allow that. You've done well. You get $15.
That right? No, don't look at the spelling though.
No, that's all right.
But then you got the front row, the guy with the headgear,
Yep.
and the mo, sort of long, sort of
Okay.
who can't tackle. He's always getting yellow card.
Alpha Tonga Fussy. Tell your mum my answers and see if she has the same players. And also, does she have Alpha Tonga Fussy? Now she does.
I was trying. I can't spell those.
I've just realised the game is actually currently frozen in time. And I was wondering what the commentators were going on about. Like they were cheering, and I was like, mate, it's a scrum reset. What are we doing? But now it has gone down, and I believe, yes, it is a Chiefs scrum. So now we are going to have the Chiefs reset, and that's breakfast only. And there says Mr. JJ, well, we're going out for lunch tomorrow, so I'll just pay for her lunch. How about that?
Shall I read out my answers?
Go on then.
Okay. Sam Whitelock.
Yep.
Papa Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Smith.
Yep.
Geordie and Bowden.
Mm-hmm.
Will Jordan.
Yep.
David Havili.
Uh-huh.
Sam Kane.
Yep.
The Barrett Lock one.
Mm-hmm.
Rico Owani.
Uh-huh.
Leonard Brown.
Yep.
Cody Taylor. Is it Jamie Booth?
Okay, he's not an All Black though.
Hey, Ginger came in.
Finley Christie.
Finley Christie. That's the one I meant. Well, I've got Ginga halfback.
Oh, allow it.
Yeah, okay. Moanga. That's who I meant. And then I thought I should know his name, but there's the other one. Moanga and the other Lock Owani.
Yeah.
Or number 8.
TJ Perenata from King James.
Well, was he last year though?
A little bit of time there. And also, what town or city do you live in New Zealand? So we are in a small town in South Canterbury. You do know whereabouts it is.
I was trying to figure out.
Yeah. She was, that was actually her very first one. And Ginger Halfbacks is texted. Also, who is your All Blacks crush, Hamish's mum?
Not current All Black.
No?
No. I'm just trying to think.
Out around the side court. There's Ratama. Once again, referees is having a hard time.
You'd have to go Conrad Smith.
Conrad Smith? Okay.
Or Christian at Cullen.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Couple Hurricanes.
Used to like the Hurricanes.
I kicked him high from Bryn Gatlin, 49 minutes in Adi Xavier, Sam Kane, and Tino T and Donna. And then Dan Carter. Were you ever a Dan Carter boy or girl? Oh, big shot from Tom Banks. Was there an arm wrap? Now, Jonah Lowe, couple big fans here from the man who scored 4 in the other week. Still going. Jonah Lowe, he's a hard man to put down. Now, hanging on to this one, the G35 and Gingers are underrated. And there says Obi, and she pronounced Finley's name very gingerly. There's Sebastian, and also, what's the town called? It is called, I guess I can say it, it's Waimate. It's a very small town that a lot of people have not heard of. So you're better off saying Timaru or Oamaru, halfway smack bang in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll go with that. And also, boy, and there says Mr. JJ, says JJ. Yeah. And now currently the coverage of the game has been a bit shaky for us here in our small town, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's because of the foggy shit outside.
Yeah. Bit of foggy stuff around.
And no, I wasn't a Dan Carter fan.
Well, yeah. No. Dan, the man, if he can't do it, no one can.
Yeah. Sorry, Dan.
Ron Weasley, my favourite ginger. And then controversial opinion, I think Sam Kane is more attractive than Richie McCaw.
Yeah, probably controversial.
Is it? He's just had a baby, Sam Kane. Someone found him attractive.
Richie's had 2.
Is he?
Yeah.
And he flies helicopters.
And he flies helicopters.
And I was like, hello, who is this lovely lady? Says, Guy, this is my mother.
How's it going?
She is joining me for this live stream. And I don't know, are you joining me for the next one as well for some of it? Or are you popping in and out for that one? You've actually been in both live streams today. You're working overtime.
I know. Only for the second half, though. And I put the curse on both teams.
That's kind of unfortunately accurate, but only that you're here for the second half, not the curse. At the moment, this is not looking good, though, is it?
No.
Looking like a very good rolling ball opening up here for the Brumbies. And also, what about Ma'anonu? And they named 7 All Blacks players that were past Hamish's mum.
Oh,
and there it says Max.
Easy.
Now passed off.
Shall we go for Sid Going? Have you heard of him?
Not at all.
Norm Maxwell?
Norm Maxwell, friend of the channel. Oh, it's a penalty advantage to the Brumbies. Penalty to the Brumbies now. Oh, Cortez Rathama almost kicked it straight into the referee. And also, when I was a young fella, I used to call a pre-recorded number for Weet-Bix, I think. That was Dan Carter saying, "Hey, guys, it's me, Dan the man here." There you go. See, that's the thing. We have a blow-up Kieran Reid. Well, it's kind of Kieran Reid. Luke Jacobson's an All Black. And then says Kingy James. And also we've got that Simisoni Takiaho as an All Black. Says Kingy James there as well. How about at the end of this live stream, right? Shall we set a timer for not 15 seconds. That would be too quick. 1 minute, and I have to name 20 All Blacks. You think I could do it?
Yeah, I think you could.
And also we got that Legion Power, says Sebastian there. Luke Jacobson's an All Black. And also I wonder if Dan Carter looks back on some of the stuff and goes, ugh. I mean, did he enjoy doing the jockey commercial? He would have loved it, wouldn't he?
Oh, I'd imagine so.
Or Bonds. Jockey or Bonds? I never paid much attention.
I think it was Bonds, wasn't it?
Was it?
Mm.
He got to his underwear anyway.
I don't know. Is Dan listening? What was it, Dan?
Nah, he's too busy recovering from the kickathon.
Is he still recovering?
Nah, he'll be right. He'll be fine, I think. And I was like, guess how many Weet-Bix I can eat, Hamish's mum?
Well, when you say that, I'm picking about 8.
No, that's more than that, he said.
Really, in one sitting?
Yeah.
That'd be hard on the guts.
Now that one has gone over for the Brumbies, and now the score is 28 points to 14 as we currently sit. So there must be a big comeback, and MB is from Rotorua. Welcome in, mate. Hope you are doing well currently. And Chiefs need 3 tries. They do indeed. Ma'anonu is still as spitfire as ever. Forever a god.
Does he know David?
Ma'anonu, does he know David?
No,
MB. Don't know. MB's not very specific, is it?
No.
For the name.
True.
David, do you know MB? Carlos Spencer and his toffee pop ads.
Oh, yeah. They were pretty bad, weren't they?
And I was like, come on, Chiefs, says Don Trey. And also we've got their 12, says Max. And also we've got their 20 All Blacks from the 1987 World Cup, says JJ. Yeah, no chance for me there. I probably couldn't name one because I get the years wrong.
Maybe.
87's like, is that Kerwin year or?
Yeah. He scored the first try.
See, that's a long time. Jeff Wilson, or is he a little bit later? He might have been later, actually.
Jeff Wilson. I don't know that he was there then. But 87, shit, we're looking. Was that the Wedden brothers there? Yeah, the Wedden brothers.
Buck Shelford.
Yeah, Buck Shelford.
David Kirk, I'm hearing.
He was the overall captain, wasn't he? And then there was Fitzpatrick.
And that's how I'm going for the Brumbies. Says Xavier Brown, Grant Fox.
Terry
says
Wright.
Nov Mum. And Michael Jones at 7 says Sweeters. Is that Zinzan Brook?
Zinny would have been there.
No, Dad's just said.
Oh, wasn't he? What about Terry Wright?
This is just a yelling contest from each room.
Oh, yeah, Razor was there.
Currently now, Tunai Nana Satora has got this one. Well, the Chiefs Buck Shelford is he the guy that got his ball bag ripped? He is indeed.
Yeah, that's the one.
What he is pretty much remembered for.
And he's the one that punched the guy out that, but he got away with it because someone hurt an All Black, so he went.
Advantage now for the Chiefs.
Xavier
Rowe dropped it down. John Cohen and Craig Green absolutely smashed the opposition defence. And also, yes, Buck at halfback. And also, we have got the Michael Jones at 7. And also, Grant Fox never scored a try for the ABs.
No, he's just broke.
It was our Lord. Says there. And also, we got that Tiny. There says JJ for the halfback. And also, Richard Lowe, the prop. And there.
Yeah. Who was the other one?
No idea. Wildermouth.
Come on here. Sorry. The Locks. Was Maxie the Lock?
No.
No?
No, I don't think so. He was a little bit later.
Was he later?
Yeah. So funny. You guys are yelling, says Max. At the moment, it's just from back and forth.
So who we front row? Richard Lowe, Fitzy. No? Andy Dalton. Wasn't Fitzy there too? Was it?
This is.
Andy Dalton was injured.
Yeah.
So we're saying Tahiaho.
No,
About to throw this one in.
Not
John
Hickory.
Drake was prop.
John Drake, yeah, Auckland fella.
Steve McDowell.
McDowell, another Auckland fella.
Yeah.
The Locks.
Murray Pearce, Gary Whitten.
Who Pierce?
Murray.
Gary
Murray.
Pearce. Was it Murray?
Murray Pierce.
Gary Whitten.
Gary Wheaton.
Gary Wheaton. So his brother Alan was on the side.
Yes.
Number
The
6.
Chiefs got this one.
Michael Jones at 7.
25
Eight.
metres out.
Who?
Buck Shelford.
Buck Shelford at 8. Halfback was Kirk.
David Kirk.
Backline
First
movement.
5 was
Fox.
Fox. Who cares about that? Second 5. Was it Taylor? Warwick Taylor. Was that too early?
Taylor might have been floating around, yeah.
Row going back.
Joe Stanley,
Yeah. Smoking Joe.
centre.
57 minutes in. Centre.
Centre.
Early Xavier Rowe. Little flick
Right
pass
wing,
off
John
to
Keeler.
Valentini
Fullback,
going back
Robbie
for the penalty.
Deans. No? Robbie Deans fullback? No, that was probably too early. Christian Cullen. No?
Sure, Kiwi lads dad. There from Johnny Blaze. He was admiring some of your handiwork with the building the other week when we were doing the vlog. As we showed the house. Some of it.
Oh, the decking in there.
Yeah.
Doesn't the decking look good, Johnny?
Also, if I can remember these names from 87,
John
Then I-
Gallagher was the fullback, wasn't he?
I'm
Gallagher.
thinking I'm still a young fella.
John Gallagher.
Was he old? Another ginger?
Now 5
Was
metres
it?
out. Samasoni Tahiaho
That
is a line out for the Chiefs.
Have to Google that, just to have a look.
And is there a game after? It is going to be the Force
Yeah,
versus
John
the
Gallagher's
Crusaders
fullback.
as the next match that is taking place. Walter Little
Walter Little?
Craig Green was at the wing, wasn't
Yeah.
and
Craig
Olo
Green.
Brown is another name that we got
Olo
there.
Brown.
I feel like that should be a fun
Tana Uma,
quiz to
was
do. Now, big run, Peter Gusto
Oh,
Cooler
yes.
has gone through and scored the
She's
try.
She scored.
Sorry, did I give you a fright there?
No.
No? You're watching. It's like that moment when your relatives come around, you're all sitting at the table and you just listen, not chipping in at all.
I know.
Sebastian. That was a Ruben Thorne.
Ruben Thorne, yes.
That one is going to
Possibly.
be the Peter Gus Sawakula try. And the Chiefs back in this game.
They needed that, eh?
Mm.
It's only 17 minutes gone. Have I only been sitting here for 17 minutes?
Somewhere around there. A nice run from Peter Gus Sawakula. And it is going to be the try for the Chiefs. They're back in it. And I think that beer has gone to her brain. And this
Oh.
is Max. And also Frank Bruce was a nonsense centre.
Bunce.
Frank Bunce, sorry.
Frank Buncey.
And
North Harbour boy.
Is he?
He played for North Harbour, so did Buck.
There you go. And I was like, okay, boys, 2 more tries. And also Super Rugby next, yes. And also we're going to go Chiefs. I should mention about Max. Anyone who does want to see my mumsy have another beer, same thing applies as the cricket ones. Every donation equals 1 beverage for the mumsy.
Oh, okay. 28-21. Let's go Chiefs.
And is Chase on yet? Not yet. And I don't think he's on the bench, actually, now that I think about it.
Who's Chase?
Chase Tia. I think they have got Ramika Poihabi and then also at number 23. Is it Tia? Who was I thinking of? No, it might be Chase Tia off the bench. Oh, not in today. Who's the guy off the bench now? Can't think of him at the moment. It's not Sean Stevenson. It's not Ramika Poihabi. Who is the other man?
I didn't do my homework, sorry.
That's all right. And also, they do a Vortex. And there's his rear game and 2 more quick tries for the Chiefs.
Is that it?
And there says Justin and also GG
No.
has got there with the fact that Chase Tia. That's the one how you swirl it and then you got only a little bit left. You could try a Vortex
No.
as long as you don't spit it all out of the screen.
It's high-powered
Hmm.
technology in front of me. I better not.
And also, we've got there, Hamish, will this upcoming Black Cats versus England Test Series be a part of the World Test Championship? Because last year it was not. It's a good question. I think it depends on how many they have got that's coming up. And also, we've got the Chasers not in today. Who's the number 23 that I can't think of now that I said earlier
Who
on?
did the lineups?
I know, and I literally listed him earlier on for you. It's not Xavier Rowe, not Ramika Poihabi. It's the one other man who they got. Oh, Moni Narawa. It was a face palm moment on that. And 23 minutes to get 2 quick tries. Come on, Chiefs and Big Peter Gus. Chiefs back in it. And there says it was Kenny James. He's doing very nicely. All Blacks contention maybe for Big Peter Gus Sawakula.
What, is he a Kiwi?
I think he's initially Fijian, but he turned them down to play for the All Blacks.
Wow. I think we need some new blood in the All Blacks, don't we? Otherwise, we're going to
that hasn't found touch.
Otherwise, we're going to get creamed.
60 minutes through this game currently in Hamish. And hey, Mum, my best mate David supports the Chiefs, but is now supporting the Brumbies. Could you please call him a glory supporting rat? It would really make his day cheer, says G Raccoon.
Wow.
Do you want to be in charge of that one?
You're right. Am I allowed to?
I don't know how bad it is a New Zealand store in England as part of the World Chess Championship. There's our says Sebastian. So, David, go back to the Chiefs. They are your bread and butter.
They're your friend. They're going to come through. Aren't they, Johnny?
Says Mr.
So
JJ.
is Johnny at the game? Or?
No, Johnny is not. Is he even a Kiwi? Says Johnny Blaze. He is slightly. Fijian by heart and by, I guess, ethnicity, but All Black by now.
It's getting harder and harder to spell these All Black names.
And I was like, put it on a shirt, says Cody Dixon. And I was like, I got that Kurt Eklund for ABs and Leicester Whainanoku. And I also keep going, Chiefs doing excellent in my predictions, 42 points to 28 to the Chiefs. To win, and that'll do. Cheers, Hamish, and hey, Mum. And yes, it was G Raccoon. That's what I mean. 40 points win. And hell yes, says JJ. Our Peter Gus Sawakula continues to drive his way forward.
The Chiefs get all their points in the last 20 minutes, do they?
Maybe. At the moment, it's not looking too bad for them, though, is it? Xavier Rowe goes back across. Nice inside ball off the Quintal Tackled well low by Falau Fainga. One more try. Come on, Chiefs, except when they lose the Crusaders in the quarters, semis, and finals. I hate them. And there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what actually initiated Marco Vunipola Beer in the first place. It was the undercover Johnny Blaze. But the thing is, he had the exact same sayings as Johnny Blaze. And I think it took me like a few weeks to put it all together. And then I asked the question, Marco Vunipola, is that Johnny Blaze? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, it's called Chinese flu once. And there's Johnny Blaze, and I was like, there's one more to the win. And I was like, they should be match fit. Says JJ, and also we have got there that it's a tie game. Says Don Trey for that one. And Hamish, Mum, I got tickets to All Blacks versus Ireland on the 16th of July in Welly.
Wow.
Do you want to go?
Do we want to go to Welly in July? No?
All Blacks are shit.
Well, it depends if they pick a decent team.
Right.
How about...
Here's a fun fact for you.
Uh-oh.
Talking about 87 World Cup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Terry Wright, flying Auckland winger.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
60 kilos dripping.
71 kilos.
71.
Weight. How would he go in any of the teams now?
Not very well. Even halfbacks are like 90 now.
Many 71 kg wingers floating around in the Super Rugby?
Not unless you're in like under 15s.
Not even that, probably.
I say. There you go, 71 kg winger. Something you don't really get to see too often today. And also, I miss Trump says over here. And also, we have got their puppet smash, the ABs. And then there says it was Sebastian. And also, we go Hamish says Max. So where else are they playing other than Wellington? I think they've also got one game up against Argentina and Christchurch in the later stages for the Rugby Championship, and then Eden Park.
No.
Don't know, if there is, do you want to go?
No, there's no accommodation down in Dunedin. That's the only problem. You go down there and you have to come back.
I'm sure we'd find you a student flat to hang out in.
I'm sure.
Do some vortexes and hang out with the lads.
Yeah.
Now down the wing, a Muni Narawa tries to flick it back on the inside. It's a knock on, or in fact,
take a box of beer.
Also, there you go, Hamish says Max. Well, that one as well. But currently now it is sitting only a little bit out for line. And also, we've got the $49 from Christchurch to Wells. And oh my God, I just woke up, says David. Do you have a nap, David? I was only for that one. Because you were here earlier, weren't you? So I guess at this stage.
Oh, it's tough getting old, eh, mate?
Oh, brutal. And also, we got there. Terry outrun them all. And there it says JJ.
Have you seen Terry Wright? Nice. Beanpole. Well, he'd be shorter than you as
Cheers.
well.
And I was like, morning from Ireland, says Connor, welcome in, mate. We are covering the games later on tonight, Munster versus Toulouse, and then also the game taking place between Leinster and Leicester. So be sure to stick around for those. It's okay. Says Katie, and also come on, David 23, brother. What the heck, bro? Says Johnny Blaze, also time for the Brumbies to put away or to pull away. Says Porto, and now with the penalty, I'm neither here nor there, says David. Now kicking for the Dutch line. And the Brumbies will have themselves a line out here. And like they're saying, the penalty would have actually gone the way, or they would have been able to kick possibly a 3 there and get themselves a bit more of a lead, but they've gone for the corner. And what stadiums is the ABs versus Island 3 test? I know one is in Wellington, one's in Auckland. And to your right would be in Conor McGregor's weight division. And there's their sweet as.
They're bantamweight.
And Leinster and the Tigers, maybe this will save you some trouble later. And they're Leinster and the I should call them the Tigers, shouldn't I, rather than Leicester and Leinster, because that's going to be a tricky one.
Yeah, picking.
You're going to be up for that game at 4:30 a.m.
No, I enjoy my sleep too much.
Well, a teeny good crash ball here if the Brumbies score now. You have to argue maybe it's just a little bit too late for the Chiefs. Nice run from Pete Samu. Now 5 metres out, Ryan Lonergan goes back across to Leonard Cattell. Has already crossed the line once today. And also we have got there, how do you think Munster will do? It's going to be a tough game up against Toulouse, but due to it being a home game for Munster, and if they've got their full strength side, I am excited. And I hope they do well. Toulouse are going to put up a big fight, though, defending champs. And they will have to play all of their away games. So it's Eden Park, Forsyth Bar, and also Wellington.
Max has got it.
You go. Now currently Lonergan going back across. Leonard Cattell kicks it in behind, and it's going to be the penalty in favour of the Brumbies. Right, this is an easy 3. Just say Tyke Furlong versus Alice Genge. And there is RCS Caddy, and also 2 July ones, or the 2nd of July, ABs versus Irish, 2nd of July in Eden Park. Then it is the 9th at Forsyth Bar, and then the 16th at Sky Stadium to close it out. But I'm hoping they do very nicely, Munster. And same with Leinster. I'd love to see those two sides make it through. Just to have that Irish flair in the competition, battle with the props. And also, I'm a Munster fan. And there says Connor Crowley, so you'll be looking forward to seeing them in action. What is your score prediction? Do let me know. And damn you, Chess, come on. Says number and Chess, mate's got a well, man. I have to have a look at tickets for that one in Auckland then, says Johnny Blaze. And yeah, it will be the first matchup. And this event is selling fast for All Blacks Rugby on our site.
Oh, they always say that.
They do, don't they? 34 people viewed it in the past hour. Oh, Orange Theory Stadium, 65 tickets remaining for All Blacks versus Argentina in Christchurch. You keen?
Not Argentina.
What's wrong with Argentina?
Nothing.
Yeah, right,
Bledisloe, 24th of September. Eden Park, All Blacks, Wallabies. There's only 219 tickets left.
You book it, and I'll put it under the Kiwi lads. That one's gone over 31-21 now, the score between the two sides, and it is a 10 points different. Yeah, go on.
No.
Go Joburg. And also FMG Genge versus Furlong. Well, there's some heavy duty props. Something I wish the ABs had. Instead, they have marshmallows. Says Johnny Blaze there. And also, I think it was a no. And also, I don't know. It should be a good match, says Connor. And also, the 28th of August, Argentina versus the ABs is the first game of the Rugby Championship. Although we've also got the Bledisloe Cup that is coming up.
Yeah. Do we play?
I believe they don't actually play Australia outside of the Rugby Championship now. It's just the 2 matches of the Rugby Championship, and there's no longer that other Bledisloe Cup match. Now the Chiefs on the halfway line, they need a try, and they need one soon if they do want to get themselves back into this contest. Quinton Byer rush defence on him. Ryan Lonergan, I would have put a big hit on, and Ethan de Groot is a large AB. And there's Katie Dixon. It's another knock-on advantage against the Chiefs, and the Brumbies, they have put this ball just into their side of the scrum. Once again, they will be able to do. That was a weird sentence.
So there's only one game. So where's the second game?
Second game will be in Australia, I would think. You want to go to Australia?
No, she's right.
I was like, it was $14 for general admission at Hamilton. And there says JJ. It's a good price.
That's reasonable. That's quite cheap, actually.
Because that's the thing. Like, games are getting more and more expensive. But the food always stays the same, which is extremely expensive no matter what.
Oh, yeah, and the beers.
The beers.
Yeah.
And also, this is making me nervous. And also, they always send Argentina to Waikato Stadium. Gary Hamilton, I guess, the dumb ABs game. Says Johnny Blaze. And also, I got mine on pre-sale. The Rush on 10th. 10th of May, got mine on the 3rd. Says Max. And also, we have got the Winners of the Rugby Championship started. The 2nd of August will be the first match up. And also, or is Ethan de Groot a marshmallow? This is Cody Dixon also. Will Owen Franks make the AB? I doubt it. Unfortunately, he's just probably a bit, not past it, but just they will be looking for the younger up-and-coming props rather than the guys who have been there for a long time. But if there's enough injuries, maybe Maybe he will. Should be more people there. $20 for a beer, says JJ.
Oh. Jeez, it'd take you a while to get pissed, wouldn't it? $20.
Yeah.
Then again, what is it at the pub? $8 for a stubby.
Worth trying to sneak in some booze, isn't it?
No, Hamish, you're not allowed to do that.
Why not?
No.
What do you get fined?
You don't get to see the game.
But theoretically, you have enough alcohol. That's like $50 to $100 worth hidden away.
No, I had an uncle who was on a bus tour down to Dunedin. I can't remember where he came from.
What, the uncle or?
Yeah, I can't remember where he was living at the time, but he was on a bus trip to Dunedin to watch the test match.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got in the ground, but that was about it. He got sent out again because he had booze. So he never got to see the game.
Nice.
No, yeah, it was.
Did they win that game?
No idea.
No. Okay.
I remember going down there with your dad, and one of the games, the Aussies won, and we saw that Greg Clark, the commentator, out and about.
22 metres out from the line now for the Brumbies.
He was crowing. Yeah.
And also we got their Chiefs giving too much space to Alessio, shut Alessio down. And how does one get pissed paying $20 a hit?
You wouldn't, would you? You'd have one and go, nah, stuff this.
So you'd have to hope that your team were going to win, or else it's a long day.
It's a bit like when they brought out that DB British stuff, and you had to drink it at the when the Warriors came and played a pre-season game at Lancaster Park. It was then.
Big run from Valentini, linked up, and it's going to be the number 16. I believe that is Tom Horton, but it might not be because Tom Horton played in the last game. So it's not him. Okay. And also wine blend, I tell you. And also smuggling in a flask or something good is not that bad. Makes the game more interesting. Billy Pollard was the one who was able to score it.
Those P's again.
And now it is those P's, isn't it? Pollard. Here we go. And in the 71st minute, the Brumbies have been able to get themselves another. And now we have got their best. I do it every time. And also the old Southerners, I like to say the word in there. And also FFS Chiefs. So here's Mr. JJ. And also no need to watch the game anymore, to be honest, SX. Yeah, currently 15 points difference between these two sides here. I believe that's still with a kick to come, isn't it?
Yeah.
That can make it 17 points different. What's happening, says Don Trey. I believe anyone who did see the TAB odds before this game, the Brumbies to win by, it was 13 plus. For the Brumbies to win was paying $10.
Really?
Yeah. Even for them to play or to win by 1 to 12, it was 4.5.
I won't be paying that now.
No. And as I said, told you Brumbies would win. And then they used to have plastic bottles.
Can you block it?
No. I was like, Brumbies are going to beat the Blues and Crusaders, man, says Hex. And then a lot can happen in 10 minutes. And come on, Chiefs, last chance, boys. And also, we have this year I graduated high school, or the year I graduated high school. The guy I was dating invited me to a monster jam with his family. We duct taped flasks of whiskey to his 5-year-old nephew to smuggle them in. We were trash garbage people. I mean, they wouldn't frisk a kid for alcohol, would they? You wouldn't think.
You wouldn't have thought so.
And also, well done, Brumbies. And I'm a Chiefs fan, says Sweeters. And also, it's never over till the last whistle blows. And also, by how much bro, says Max. And also, we've got a hit flask and the undies, or hit flask and the undies are all G. Just buy Coke. Says Obi. Oh, as in just buy Coca-Cola at the. Now, Pete Samu. This looks like maybe there could be a bonus point coming up soon.
What's happened to the
for the
Chiefs?
Brumbies.
I mean, I'm sorry. I've just.
Now backline movement of Barnish for offside. Noah Alessio out to Tom Wright. Beautiful link up play with Ollie Sats, but he goes into Dutch. And I was like, there we go, Katie. Smuggling in booze is normal. And I was like, I bet you were a rebel. And it says it was Obi. And also the days when New Zealand was just beer, rugby, and racing is long gone. And also, are you free at 9 p.m.? 9 p.m., I believe, is approximately the time that I will be starting to cook my food on the next live stream. Food. You like food?
Nah, it's overrated.
I guess so. Another to sneeze at if the Brumbies win in Hamilton. Says William, I'm hoping I don't sneeze anymore because hay fever has already kicked me hard today, but they're going for the corner once again here, the Brumbies. So far, the Chiefs, they've got themselves 2 or 3 tries. I think it's 3, isn't it? Nankivell, Ratama, and Peter Sawakula. And now it's another opportunity for the Brumbies try and get themselves an extra couple of tries already. What? Flying Lena Cattell and Pollard. There was someone else who actually scored as well, I believe, that I didn't actually write in, who did score midway through. So they only need one more to get themselves the bonus point. Poor kid, though. But he had to be careful when he took a step so the bottles wouldn't rattle, says Sebastian. And Brumbies win 25-21. And there is the prediction that Chiefs have got their one back, but it's a mistake. And it's a knock-on from both sides. So the Chiefs are going to have the scrum feed. And also we've got there, coming to my live stream, is your food ready before your next ones? Says Brandon. Theoretically, if I start it after this match, it's probably going to be ready at about 9:30. And then we will have about 5 minutes to get ready for the next live stream. So it might be a bit tight.
Hinting at your dad to put the chips
No.
on.
No,
What?
it's all right. And Rana, what's your feed called? There's over there, and I was at least Chiefs will say, or will still stay in fourth, and Satyrs, or Brumbies will beat the Satyrs by 5 or 10. Sorry, I can't read. And the Satyrs, don't believe me, you can't even hear yourself think. And Moth the Jam, there's no way a single soul in that whole arena, Raymond James Stadium, is going to hear those bottles. So here's Katie and also Blues are the team to beat, and all the Crusaders. Here's Sweet as there. Yeah, the finals just around the corner. Quinta Paya, cut out pass, doesn't work out, but it does bounce into the hands of the quick step in at Tino Nana Satoro, who's really been shut down. So if that was part of the Brumbies tactics, they've done brilliantly. Still 4 minutes left. And like they're saying, the pressure and the breakdown from the Brumbies has really forced the Chiefs to have to work hard for it. Little chip in behind from Bryn Gatlin. It's going to actually sit up. In fact, that was Caleb Trask. The reason I know that is because it was a decent kick. Now going back, Xavier Rowe. Ball on the outside. Is that too savage towards Bryn Gatlin?
Pass.
Now, Sama Penny now. Let's continue to drive forward for the Chiefs. Now, Caleb Trask. He's actually playing first receiver for this game now with the subs. And I bet, but I meant at the entrance getting past security. And also, we've got there, what is at question? And also, we've got there, what time? One time, my mum and uncle packed my bag with the bottles of vodka going into the Wellington Sevens way back when. And also until 4-year-old me voluntarily opened my bag at security, says Dexter. So I'm sure they wouldn't have been too happy about that one. I wouldn't have thought.
Wellington Sevens, they were brutal, apparently.
And come on, geez, we need a home semi-final. Here's Mr. JJ now, just the 3 minutes left. So the big thing is they need some form of points and they need some more, and that's going to be stolen in the line out by the Brumbies. Now Nolalesio. Consider kicking instead, has just tackled, and he's actually going to drop that ball. And now the Chiefs have got a counter-attacking opportunity. They want at least a losing bonus point. Kicked him on by Ramika Poyapi. And it is going to be now taken nicely by Cadron Neville. 5 meters out from the line, kicking it away, put bottle or vodka and water bottles. And there says Obi. Strategic.
Oh, everyone used to do that.
Were you one of those people?
No, I didn't like vodka.
Is that the only reason you wouldn't do it?
Yeah.
And Brumbies are just too good for our New Zealand teams at the moment. That is actually Mitch Jacobson, we can see there. Also Sean Stevenson. Who else have they got in that group? That's actually Lachlan McWannell, the other man there.
Yeah, see, if they were older blokes, I'd be able to name them. But
like you did for the Moana Pacifico matchup.
Yeah.
And now ball available at the back. Xavier Rowe goes back to Summer Penny Finau, who came off the bench. The Chiefs, they know that they need some form of points. Strategically, you'd almost drop that ball. No, it's not strategy. And also the play-by-play master. Sounds great as always, says Robert Wallace. Brescia, you made quick tap taken by the Chiefs. So they still feel that they should score a try here rather than going for the three-pointer. Xavier Rowe waiting for it. That was close to a knock-on, wasn't it?
It was, but we didn't see it.
I don't. No, we won't tell the ref, will we?
No.
Now, Summer Penny, that's not a coin. Let's go over. Could you, Hamish? Who in the day? Or who in a day? Oh, who is online on my Discord? I was very confused at who in a day.
Yeah.
Oh, time off there, checking for the knock-on on the ground.
That one.
Well, this game was a real dick punch.
Yeah, it was actually.
The Aussie Crusaders. And there's a low feeling, and also trying to chase. They're going down, swinging. At least try stance. And it is going to be time back on.
Come in at half time.
They love you. Koi. Doesn't really matter if I spell it wrong.
No, because it's just about the end
Because
of the
it's
game.
almost the end of the games. Okay, cool. I know how you would spell it actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah,
There it is. It's a U in there. I couldn't think of the U. 79 minutes into this game. The Chiefs still chasing that bonus point, but they do need one more point on the board. Okay, one more try for the bonus point loss. Chiefs, and also we've got their Crusaders to champion again. So there's Love Philly and also 71-28 though. Wow. So here's Neville saying, I think they've got a good chance. The Crusaders, they step up in big games, which is why,
But
like,
do they though?
yes, that's why they have so many titles.
Yeah, but they haven't this year.
Not big games.
They've
You know?
shown some chinks in the armour. Just saying.
I feel like you and George will have like a full-on rant to each other
They
about
probably would. I'd win.
And also we've got their valiant effort, Chiefs, says Tesla. Can they get themselves one more try?
I think the Blues are in this year.
You think?
Yep.
I think the Blues are going in. Amoni Naro, a nice step. Still 30 metres out. And meow, a woof, a do. And there says Paddy. Paddy's got this thing how as soon as he joins a live stream, he puts the most random thing he can think of.
Oh, okay.
So that's the one for today.
So what, he joins it in the 80th minute?
Also, I got to cricket rugby dressed up in a costume, heck yeah. Or I'd go to rugby cricket dressed up in a costume, heck yeah. And also we've got that dang, and we had 6 ninjas, all different colours. And there says Obi, and I went for the 7s dressed as ninjas.
Oh, okay.
From Obi, I would dress up for the 7s. I dress up in the backyard for an Easter egg hunt that we did.
Yeah, but then you hide from the neighbours so they don't see it.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough. I don't want to, like, there were children about, and I was dressed as a wizard. So, that's kicked in a touch from the Brumbies, and they do win this game 38 points to 28. A nice win for the Brumbies. They know exactly how much I'm no Crusaders fan, but they know when to win. Says David the Mold, and also we've got the Gatlin needs to boot, or the boot, he kills the game. Says Rio Game, and also the George emojis and the Hamish emojis there as well from Katie. So the next game that we are going to be covering on the channel, ladies and gentlemen, will be the matchup taking place between the Western Force and the Crusaders. Then after that, is the night of rugby done with Mumsy?
Yeah.
No, it's not. We've got 2 more games of the Champions Cup
Oh, well.
that will be coming up.
Yeah,
Munster
that's a silly question.
versus Toulouse, and it is going to be Leinster versus Leicester. And bring Tia back at number 10. I did quite like Caleb Trask at 10 at the end of that game. Like a Harry Potter wizard or a Lord of the Rings wizard. Harry Potter. It was, wasn't it? With a wand and all. And also we've got the well-known semi-final FFS Chiefs. They need to grow balls. So here's JJ there. And also we have got the, okay, I'll have a good one. I got to try and sleep. So here's Katie. So we will see you later on.
Yep.
For the next one on a low all. Says David the Mod. And great to see you, Donna.
You
Says it was David the Mod.
Not see, but hear.
Yeah. Well, they see you,
They do.
don't they?
Yeah.
And you
I saw
see
it
a
for
picture of that tennis player.
Yeah, it's Sabatini, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was last time in the cricket.
I was like, nope, Chase, says JJ. He's not accepting Caleb Trask at 10.
No.
Has to be Chase Tia. And also Panati has said, hi, welcome, mate. Hope you are doing well. Big love all. And there says Katie. Nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. And cheers, guys. See you at the last game in an hour. Says Tesla. So, yep, next game, Western Force versus the Crusaders. That is going to be at 8:45 p.m. kickoff, but we are starting at about 8:40. Although normally the Saturday night fixture, they are a lot later. So we may even start at 9:45. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all for the